Hey guys, it's KeriTV, and today is lesson number 10 of 15 lessons I've learned in 15 years of selling real estate. So stay tuned. If you haven't watched this show before, this is KeriTV. This is all the ins, outs, ups, downs of selling real estate in Los Angeles. So make sure you subscribe so you get all the latest and greatest to your inbox. Last week we had lesson number 9, which was about staging and why it's so important and the percentage of homes that sell quicker for more money because they're staged. And today, lesson number 10 is about traveling while you're in escrow. So I know this seems like a strange topic, but that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned through the years is when you are traveling while you're in escrow, it can create a big sense of anxiety and chaos. Now, some of the reasons why I'll go into. One of them being that there's usually 2 forms. There's a form on each side when you're an escrow buyer or a seller that you have to sign with ink. Most everything is done in DocuSign, which is great. We love DocuSign, but there are a couple documents that you will need to sign in person in ink. Now, to arrange to have a notary in another country, you usually have to go to an embassy and have somebody sign there. A lot of times the documents, when they get sent, they aren't the right documents, or they don't have the right notary. So we have seen so many issues with people that have tried to sign things abroad and it hasn't worked for whatever reason. So what do you do if you find a great home and you happen to be traveling and you want to open escrow? Well, there's some ways to work around it. One of them being a power of attorney. So you can give your spouse or a family member or even a friend the right to sign for you, and they can actually sign your loan documents. The other thing you can do is try to extend the length of the escrow or the contingency period so that you can be here to sign those certain forms. It's pretty tough when you're, say, in Tulum, Mexico, and you need to sign something and the internet's not that easy and they have this small little office and you're trying to have this romantic, zen, peaceful vacation. It's a little stressful to be in the middle of escrow. Now, escrow, as I've mentioned before on my episodes, there's a lot of negotiations that happen during escrow. So when you're traveling and you're trying to sightsee or even hang out on a beach, or even if you're visiting family, it does create an extra layer of stress. Can you do it? Heck yes, you can do it. You can do everything upside down, backwards, running around. Well, that's kind of how I get everything done, but I'm just saying it's possible and we always make it happen. But if there's any way you can minimize your traveling, change it, push it so that you're here, especially during the first 2 weeks and the last week, that 3rd week is okay. Things are usually a little easier that week and you can head out of town if needed. But being able to notarize and sign the documents in the US is huge. We've got a situation right now where someone's heading to Canada, so he has given the wife the power of attorney to sign. We've had situations where we've had to push escrow out a couple weeks because the person was in a country where it wasn't easy to get that signed. So it's very important to look at your travel plans when you're in escrow. If you make changes, do it, because if you're not able to sign certain documents and close on time, you could forfeit the house that you love, you could forfeit your deposit. Of course, when you work with great agents, they make sure that you don't lose your deposit in those situations, but just keep in mind when you're traveling, make sure everybody knows, your lender, escrow, the agents, they tell the other side so that you are in good shape and there's no issues during your escrow. So that was lesson number 10. It's a big one. And next week we'll be looking at lesson number 11. And that's a surprise as of right now. I'm gonna find the best lesson for next week. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for next week.